Hi, my name's Allan Domb. I am the 2013 president of the Greater Philadelphia Association of Realtors, also known as GPAR. I was president in 1990, and because of the issues going on in the city of Philadelphia, I was asked to be president again in 2013. And I'm thankful that that they asked me, and I'm very appreciative of having served our association this year. But some of our accomplishments at GPAR that I wanted to outline for you, I think are a model that can be used across the country. And so what we did when we became involved in 2013, we looked at the city not just from a real estate standpoint, and the National Association of Realtors tells us we're the voice for real estate, which we clearly are, but we wanted to also be the voice for Philadelphia and the future of business, and where Philadelphia was headed in the next 10 to 20 years. So we got very involved in politics and government and the future of our city this past 10, 11 months. So one of the issues that we focused on was real estate taxes. The city of Philadelphia was undergoing a major reevaluation of 565,000 properties. It was called AVI, Actual Value Initiative. And so we wanted to focus on that issue, and we wanted to focus on trying to get our rate as close to 1% of value as possible. That was our goal. We didn't get there, but that was our goal. And one of the ideas we had was, how do we get there? And we said, let's identify methods of trying to get to a 1% rate. So the first thing we looked at was real estate taxes and delinquencies. And we found out in the last 25 to 30 years, real estate taxes in the city of Philadelphia were delinquent over $500 million. We also then went to the controller's office and asked them for a list of all of the taxes in the city of Philadelphia. There are 16 different taxes. Real estate taxes, use and occupancy taxes, school taxes, liquor taxes, water, sewer, and gas liens, there were taxes. So there's tons of taxes, 16 of them. The total tax delinquency for the last 25 years, $1.6 billion. So we said, you know what? There might be some revenue here that we can help the city collect in order to get our rate lower and down to 1%. So the first focus was real estate taxes, which we know the best. 500 million plus in delinquencies. Our average collection rate was 85%. There was also water, sewer, and gas liens not paid delinquent over 370 million. So the total delinquency of real estate taxes and utility liens, 870 million. We said, how are we going to do this? We researched across the country that 28 states sold tax liens, including the state of New Jersey, which is our neighbor, including South Carolina, including New York, including Florida, Illinois. They sell their delinquencies. And we said, why don't we do this in Philadelphia? In fact, we researched Camden, Trenton, and Newark, New Jersey, collection rates, 98%. Philadelphia, 85%. We should have a much better collection rate than 85%. So we said, this is a method we need to employ. And we met with every city council person, we met with the mayor, we met with the Department of Revenue, Department of Finance. We must have had 25 to 30 meetings with everybody. The head of the PICA board, which is the Pennsylvania Cooperative Government Commission, Sam Katz. We met with every person, and we tried to explain to them how important it is for us to collect these taxes. And we made a lot of progress. We had the president of City Council, Darrell Clark. We had the state representative, Sherelle Parker. We had a state Senator Anthony Williams, form a task force committee. We got through legislation in City Council through a Councilman Bill Green on tax collections for tax lien sales. We testified, GPAR was the only one testifying in City Council at the final passage of this bill, which passed 15-2 in the city. And now we have legislation in the House and Senate that has passed, Bill 3 number 388, that'll help us collect delinquencies. So we are out there trying to collect this money. And by the way, there was a report that came out that said only 30% of the delinquency was collectible. And the delinquency is 870 million, just real estate taxes and utility liens. We disagreed with it. We plotted the delinquencies against the actual values of the properties. The value of the real estate was $8 billion, $8 billion. The delinquencies were 870 million. And tax lien sales are dependent on a percentage of value. So our percentage was like 10% of the value. And any tax delinquent specialist will tell you, anytime your values don't exceed 35%, you have collectability of 80 to 90%. So for the city, we're showing them not just to collect 150 million, we think we can get them to collect $500 to $600, $700 million. Huge dollars in a city that desperately needs money for its school system, for its lifestyle of police, fire, and the services. So this is just a huge effort by the Greater Philadelphia Association of Realtors to not just be the voice for real estate, but be the voice for Philadelphia and the future. And for us, collecting the taxes is very important. It's not fair that 15% of our public doesn't pay the real estate taxes. And by the way, here's an important factor. 40% of our delinquency were investors who lived in the suburbs, don't even live in the city. So these new bills we put through will help us collect that money, help us sell the delinquencies and get money into the city's coffers. Very important. And I just wanted to share this with you because I think as an organization, the Greater Philadelphia Association of Realtors is not just worried about real estate. We're worried about the bigger picture, which is the collection of revenue into the city so we can have a healthier city. Thank you.